Morning, class. Okay. Class de tudo, né? Como que é for this week. Saturday is the first day of the week. Monday, I guess we alright, last Friday we discussed level act. So I guess we studied and we know the formula. So like, volunteer in the class can skip the formula for us so we can go for that. Can volunteer? Oh, Miss Kamara, draw. Say for us formulas for level act.
So the level of R formula is equal to theta over 360 times 2 per hour.
Theta over 360 times 2 per hour. Like that over Thank you so much.
Hello, this is Dex Diary, a platform where every student's stories are worth telling. So today we are at Faith Foundation School, Hades Intercontinental with Fatal Comfort Time. I'm your host, One Gold Princess Harry. We are with the Dukes of Wax 2026. So, can you introduce yourself to us? Tell us the name and things that people don't know about you apart from the interviews of Wax 2026.
Okay, first of all, my name is student Joy F. Kamara. I'm a student of the Faith Foundation High School, an intelligent one like that. One thing people don't know about me is that I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm an ambivert based on how I see the environment. That's how I will cope. So if I'm in a sociable gathering, I will try to socialize myself. If I'm in a very cozy, like private gathering, I will try to be very much, let's just say, reserved. So yeah.
Could you tell us about your foundation?
Well, I started my primary education at the Faith Foundation High School, my current school, at the age of 2. Yeah, I was there when I entered kindergarten. I got promoted once to the prefect. And after my graduation, I enrolled at the Royal Learning Academy School during the Ebola crisis, 2014. And after that year, I enrolled back at the Faith Foundation High School, where I continued my studies all the way to my secondary level. And currently, I will be graduating this year from the Faith Foundation High School.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Joy, what is life like outside the classroom?
Life is just school. Life is private. Nothing much doing outside. Yeah, so life is just school.
Your life is just private.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you enjoy doing?
Well, I love to be with my friends, especially my classmates, because I think they are my second family. I feel comfortable when I'm around them. I like to be with my family. Yeah.
Love being with your classmates. So, how will your friends describe you?
My friends will describe me as a very friendly person. I'm fun to be with. I'm jovial, at times playful.
Okay.
So yeah, at times serious though. Yeah.
Joy is a social butterfly, and also if you're not like really close to her, you won't really get to know that. You won't really get to know how intelligent she is and how very kind she is to other classmates and friends.
Most people don't know that Joy is friendly. She's a lively person. Yeah.
Because she appear easy outside, but she's a very lively person. She's accommodating.
Yeah.
Joy, was there anything people didn't see while you were working towards this achievement?
I will talk basically about my school and my family, my friends, my teacher. Yeah, for those people, I don't think there was anything they did not see, because I was a student who always stood tall, or a student who always put in time when it comes to their lesson. I was intelligent. I showed courtesy to my teachers and that of my friends. But for us others, I would say maybe they didn't see it coming, like I would emerge as the deuce. Even my own friends, right, they didn't see that, but they believed in me and they knew that I was going to do well, I was going to pass. Because you don't know the strength of other students, so you can't predict what might happen. So yeah, they didn't really see that particular side, like emerging as the deuce. But aside that, I don't think there's anything that they didn't see coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Mark M. Kamara. I'm the father of Joel F. Kamara, who does the 2025-2026 was in Liberia. We have tried to invest in her, and our investment has not been a wasted one, what she has proved according to the result. But we are happy, we are proud. She has placed our entire family on the world map now. People looking up to us.
Yeah.
How did you manage? But they have been through her continued persistence in her study. She could not give her. There was a point in time when I lost my job. Nothing much was happening, but her mother had been there too as my backbone.
Yeah.
So many a times she would call daddy, would put me outside, say, I need to take my exam. So I call the mom and say, Mom, it's not easy. You see, the only small thing I get, it's not easy. I said, you just send it, I was go talk to the school. So that every night I would be back to back, calling them, oh, it's not easy. Sometimes I said, school will close, Joe will say, have arrears. And we run into the foreign semester, but today it should go through all this stress and become number one in WAS. I'm very grateful and a proud father to her.
Yeah.
I'm Lucky Rosetta Brown. I'm Joel F. Kamara'S mother. I can really express the joy, the excitement.
Yeah.
It means like after God, joy is my word. So it means more than a word to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Being celebrated, especially from the background I'm from, her father and myself being celebrated by joy. Even my Facebook page, I think I can even get up to 100 likes.
Wow.
But because of Joy F. Kamara, my phone has been ringing, people been calling me, people sending me friend requests and other things. I've met some people that in my life, I don't even think I want to meet them. Maybe I say I see them passing in the street. Yes, but because of Joy today, I'm being announced. Yeah. So I bless God. I bless God. I'm so much grateful. Yes. I'm so much grateful my daughter put me on the world map.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So was there a particular moment in her journey that you will never forget?
Yeah. Like I was sitting there in my mind, I was retrospecting on the past when I brought her for entrance. She was like 2. And the teacher asked her, the lady that was doing the entrance asked her, say which class you in? She said, I'm in 9th grade. I said, but then I will not simply pay your school fees. That was her entrance question. And they asked her again, what you can do? She said, I can cook for my grandma.
Wow.
What you can cook pepper soup? Yeah, we all laugh. Then the one say you pass. So she was my pass. So I said, yeah, well, you passed the entrance. She said, I finished graduating. I said, no, that's what it means. She was showing me how she will pass. I was saying, they play excuse. When I passed, I said, no, that's why they call pass. And we were laughing. She must say, I put on my bag. And we went home. Yeah, so like I was just retrospecting on the past. I said, what in today, joy of all person can become deuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Joy started school at the age of 2. Everything was okay at the time. Things okay. Her father was working. He was supporting her fully. Yes, but as time goes by, things started like, life now, for the ups and downs. Her father stopped working. And certain time I stopped working. I started frying donuts just to pay your school fees. And her auntie, which is Kima, she in the US. She also been there helping hands too, by the grace of God. I tell God, thank you for her. Which is Kima, if you are watching this, I pray that God reward you in everything that you put your hands in. The school has also been helpful to us through that means. They will accept joy. Because the school always proud of joy.
Yeah.
She would like do almost everything, emceeing the school, going for debates for the school and winning. From 8th grade, she won the one other boy from TWA.
Yeah.
I think she was in 8th grade, they went for a debate. She won the 12th grader in the debate. So the school been helping us. They are not giving us scholarship, right, but they will help us sometimes for arrears. We will take our time to pay while she will still be in school for the following year. Yeah. So we have been at the grace of God at George School. And when I got my job 2021, the school fee has not been a problem since then. When I will send to her father, and he said what he got, he will add it up and we will pay her school fees. Sometimes because it's not easy for a man to not be working now. So sometimes nothing at all. I will say no problem. I will call up and pay your school fees. So I bless God today that Joy made us proud despite all the difficulties we went through. Joy never one day went out of track. Yes, because she remained focused. She remained focused despite everything. She will call, oh mommy, they put me outside. And this and that. Her father will come on the campus and help you. But some children I know they because of all the ups and downs, they were like, so she never lose hope. She never no hard time from Joy. They're into life, into social things, into this. No, sometimes Joy even preach in the church.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like the pastor for her, for the small children ministry. She's the pastor for the ministry. So Joy just being a cool child. Like nobody was saying, say, oh yeah, I did something, Joy, she's did something already. Yeah, she was here born. Discipline. Joy is discipline. Joy does everything you think about in her house that our girl child can do. Yes, she just discipline. She's very neat, as you can see her. Very neat, but she's not eager for anything. Like maybe what her parents cannot afford. Yes, some children know. The only thing Joy is eager for is student. I always see Joy for education in the church. Yes, she's always eager for education. Like when she will come to me and say, mommy, I'm supposed to school 50 in the test there. Because they are friends, they scale from like 50 like that. But the man gave me 49. I said, Joy, you can't need that 1 point. She said, no, you really know what that 1 point means to me. And Joy will make sure to get that point. She will bring mommy, I told you. I said, I scored 50. And just like that, it had been like that. Joy, just more wonderful child. Yes.
I'm Joseph Millier. I teach mathematics here at Faith Foundation School. I'm Joy's mentor when it comes to academic social. Joy is someone who actually does many researches. She's curious. She's actually zestful when it comes to education. She usually gives me hard time. Let me put it that way. She gives me hard time in off campus, on campus. She called me numerous times just to understand things that she actually never understood at that time. So I think that what actually led to this worldwide achievement.
Okay.
Well, I'm J. Darrell Smith and sponsor of the 12th grade of Faith Foundation. Since 2022, took my class from 8th grade up to this level. Like I regularly said, since 2022, it was my very first year I entered into this school, and it was the first time I encountered Joy F. Kamara. And when I entered the class, the moment I introduced myself, there were a few others that were in the class that very day, and then there were 3 that asked questions. So a student named Zeze Masakwe, she and another student, it was Ashley Kato. They asked me a question. So I demonstrated, but I did not answer Joy Kamara's question, as compared to her satisfaction. So she repeated the question that she needed more clarity. So when I left and I went home, I was like, who is that child? I mean, I answered the very first time, but then she still was not satisfied. Then she came back because other students will be having the fear, they will be like, it's okay. But then she repeated the question until I answered her to her satisfaction. So when I start with my class leisure, because I'm a computer instructor. Yeah. So when I start my class leisure, she always asks questions. She and other students, they always ask questions, and then I'll be like, but this student, she's not always satisfied whenever I lecture. Yeah, she always want to know. Even she kept me very busy. I never really used to be focused because it was 8th grade by then, so I was not really focused in that class much. But then when they started to engage me, I became more serious. So from there now, I started to realize that Joy Kamara is not just an ordinary student, but she's someone who is actually curious. She's eager to know about things. When you are sitting right here presenting to Joy Kamara, she's looking beyond what you are saying. Yeah, so that's the kind of person she is. So, and from then up to now, I just, classify her as an extraordinary student. And then since then up to now, we have just been moving up very cool.
Joy is someone who is always eager to learn. She's always willing to ask questions when she doesn't understand anything. She's willing to ask questions. She's eager to learn. And she's someone that has confidence in herself.
Okay. Before she became the Deuce of WAS 2026, she was very, very kind to each and every one of us in the class. And she was also, I can say, she was, playful at sometimes.
Yes, not being the Deuce. I know sometimes you feel like you're not so. What kept you going?
My goals. Yeah, when I was in the 7th grade, I wrote down my goals, and my dad helped me to do that. So I had a goal wherein I planned to be at the age of 17 and graduate from high school. And after graduating, to emerge or enter into any university, like advanced university at that area. And I also plan to graduate at the age of 21, get my master's between the ages of 22 to 24, and later on I aspire to be a lawyer. So yeah.
Wow, that's a big dream.
Yeah.
So why did you have to sacrifice or give up to stay focused?
I would say my own selfish desire, denying myself of being part of so much sociable gatherings, pleasurable things like going out for beach chill, going out for house party. There were so many times I was called upon for such events, but then I was like to decline because I knew what I wanted and I had a fixed mind. So I didn't want anything to serve as a distraction or obstruction to my goals or dream.
How will you tell a student who thinks they aren't good enough?
Well, to my fellow students out there, I want to take this time to encourage you all. Stay focused, believe in yourself, have confidence. Because if you don't boost your confidence, no one will do. So always believe in yourself, even if you feel like you can't do it, or even if you feel like you are not qualified or capable. Always believe in yourself that I can do this. Yeah, seeing myself being a Deuce wasn't something that I was sure of or I already knew. Or it wasn't a vision that I saw. Okay, although I dream and hope to become the Deuce of WAS, but I didn't know that it was going to happen. But one thing that kept me going was my confidence. I always believed in myself that I can do whatever I put my mind to do. So yeah.
Thank you very much. It was nice having you.
Thank you too.
Okay, class, thanks for this lesson. Tomorrow, hopefully, Tracy.
A result can tell us how well a student performed, but it cannot tell us the whole story. Behind Joy's achievement are days of discipline, moments of doubts, the support of others, and the decision to keep going. And that's why we tell students stories, because behind every achievement is a story worth hearing. This is Deg's Diary, where every student has a story. I've been your host, Wango Princess Hardy. Bye.